let's begin. So sebelum ini, before this, kita telah melihat that if you have a vector, and then kalau kau kasih tukar tandanya pergi negatif, bahkan the direction of the vector changes. Okay, and then the second thing that we saw is that kalau kau letak satu nombor di depan satu vector, okay, for example, like in this case, when you put a number in front of a vector, the size of the vector changes. Dia menjadi lebih panjang bergantung kepada if you apa itu? Bergantung kepada dia punya nombor lah. Okay, sometimes it becomes lebih panjang and sometimes it becomes lebih pendek. Okay, but today what we want to look at is kita mau melihat penambahan dan penolakan vektor. We want to look at the addition and the subtraction of vectors. Okay, we want to see what happens when you add vectors or you subtract lah, kita kasih tolak dia punya vector. Okay, and for this we use tiga hukum, tetapi sebenarnya dia adalah sama sahajalah. Okay, for example, in this one, the triangle law, okay, that you can see over here. So the triangle law is actually, kalau katakan your starting point, your permulaan adalah A dan pengakhiran adalah C. So saya boleh katakan bahawa A kepada C adalah A ke B tambah B ke C. Okay, so seperti it is as if the AC, it is as if the AC is the shortcut, okay, and then the AB tambah BC bahkan is the jalan panjang. Okay, tapi yang paling penting adalah bila kita tambah dua vektor itu, both vectors, okay, dia mesti bersambungan. Okay, dia tidak boleh bertukar arah macam itulah. Okay, so nanti kita akan lihat beberapa contoh. Okay, and likewise it is also this lah, A plus B. Vector A tambah vector B, you get vector A plus B. Kasih tambah saja. Dengan syarat dia punya arah itu adalah sehaluan. This is the important thing. Yang kita tambah itu, the one that we add together, okay, must be on the same, dia mesti in one road lah. Okay, dia tidak boleh U-turn balik. Dia punya direction tidak boleh berubah. Okay, we will ignore this parallelogram for a little while. Let's go to the polygon law. So let's say the vector AE, kita mau pergi dari A sampai E. Okay, it is also actually the same as vector A to B plus vector B to C plus vector C to D plus vector D to E. Dan kalau kamu perhatikan, this whole thing is satu jalan. Kan? One whole jalan. Okay, so the jalan panjang adalah sama dengan jalan pendek. Sebab at the end of the day, kamu bermula dengan berakhir, you start and you stop at the same points. Dua-dua pun situasi sama kan? You start at A, you stop at E. Except that, yang jalan warna merah ini adalah jalan panjang, is the long way lah. You know, pusing keliling dunia, baru kau sampai ke destinasi. Manakala, ini adalah highway. Okay, dia lebuh raya lah, terus kau sampai. Okay, so this is how kita gambarkan vektor lah. Okay, so let's take a look at this example. Okay. So you have A, B, C, D, E is a regular hexagon. Okay, in this case. So A, B, C, D over here. So find AE plus ED. Okay, AE. Mari kita lukis the direction. AE is over here. Kan? And then ED, dia cakap dari E ke D. So, this is ED. Now, bila kita gabungkan kedua-dua vektor D, what do we get? We get dari A ke D. Okay, so this will give you the vector AD. So bila kita gabungkan AE to ED, okay, it is actually the same as AE dan ED. Kan? Sepertinya kita bermula dari A dan kita habis di D. Okay, don't overthink this. It's actually very simple lah. Okay, dia ambil jalan saja dan kita ambil dia punya terbalik. Terbalik pula, sorry. Dia punya starting and the stopping. Okay, what happens if we have a subtract? Macam mana kalau kamu ada tolak? Okay, now remember what we said the other day about subtract? If let's say u, vector u is this way, kan? A negative u will be the same vector, but the other way around, kan? Betul. So, let's say, instead of saying u, I use point A and point B. Okay, let's say this is A to B. So, this is vector AB. Kan? Okay, this is vector AB. Now, if let's say I change it the other way, ni nah, BA pula kan, ini adalah BA. Tetapi dia ada kaitan bahkan dengan ini. Sebenarnya dia adalah negative AB. And do you see what is happening here? When we change our position of the starting and the ending point, bila kita tukar kita punya tempat bermula dan tempat berakhir, dia punya tanda pun akan berubah. So what I want you to do is, I want you to start this question and remind yourself, okay, that negative BC is actually equals to positive C to B. Okay, and this is very important. Okay, so always change. Okay, tukar. Always change. Okay, negative vectors. Okay, to positive. How do you change negative vector to positive? You switch the tempat bermula dan tempat berakhir. That's why you will get AC plus CB. Sebab originally is negative BC. Kan? Okay, let's do AC plus CB. Kita lukis. Okay. So AC is here. Ini nah, A to C. And then lepas itu C to B bahkan. C to B. Okay? C to B, so here. So, what is the resultant vector? Apakah hasil vektor tersebut? It will be dari A pergi B. Vector AB, which is the answer that you have over here. Okay? So, it's not difficult. The only thing yang perlu kamu perhatikan adalah bila kamu mau tambah vektor, when you want to add vectors, you need to make sure that the vector dia bersambung dan satu arah. Bolehkah saya tambah vektor? Okay, contohlah. Bolehkah saya tambah vektor begini? Let's say this vector is like this, and then another vector is like this. Bolehkah saya cakap AD plus DE? Cannot. Why? Because ini bukan vektor DE. Ini adalah vektor ED bahkan. So we have to say that we have to change the direction supaya dia adalah one way. Baru kamu boleh tambah vektor. So that's a very important thing you need to know. Okay. Now there are two questions over there. Question one, there are 5 questions over there. Sorry. Okay, there are 5 questions over there. I'm going to give you 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes. So now it's hampir 1.50 bahkan. 2.05. Okay, I want you to try these questions on your own. 2.05 kita akan kembali, and then after that I will ask a few people to give me your answers. Okay? Can? Boleh?
Boleh, sir.
Okay, alright. Thank you untuk response. So I'll see you in 15 minutes. Try it on your own first. Okay? Main-main lah dengan itu direction semua. Okay? Jangan takut. Okay, sementara itu saya kasih tengok dulu. I think the most important thing, okay, the most important thing is, betul, kalau kita tengok dari segi logik, sini PS kan, and then sini PQ. Macam mana kau mau kasih campur kan? Sedangkan, how are you going to add the two vectors together kalau dia tidak bersambung? But, kalau kamu perhatikan, sebenarnya this vector and this vector is the same vector. Sebab dia adalah selari. Kan? So, saya boleh pindahkan ini ke sini. So, dia boleh jadi PS plus SR. So, that's why dia dapat jawapan PR. Okay. Begitu juga with the second question. Kan? QP. QP is here. QR pula is here. So macam mana? If you notice, actually QR and PS adalah the same vector sebab dia adalah selari. So kalau selari punya vector, kita kasih sambung lah. Okay, so we will get this. Okay, therefore that's why the resulting vector is Q to S. Okay, so Izzat dapat betul lah QS. Jawapannya 6. Okay. Nombor 2. SR plus RP. Sambung RP. So, sini starting, this is the ending. So, where should our vector be? Our vector memang inilah. By which direction? S ke P ke? P ke S. Sepatutnya S ke P. Okay. Dan, if you notice, the way this is written is also helpful. S pergi R pergi P, therefore, it will be S pergi P. Dia punya shortcut. S to R, R to P, if the two letters in the center are the same, therefore this one is the immediate shortcut. Okay, kalau dia disusun begitulah, if they are susun that way. Okay, for example, let's say, saya bagi random letter lah. Okay, let's say A, B plus B, C. Syaratnya adalah huruf di tengah mesti sama. The moment you know huruf tengahnya sama, then you know the answer is AC. Cukup. Tidak payah fikir panjang-panjang. As long as the huruf in the center is the same, okay, and they are flowing in the same direction. Okay, you will get AB plus BC equals to AC. Okay, like that. Okay, this one is Shamira's one. Okay, so ini ada susah sikit lah. Okay, so we have AB. Okay, tapi kita mau AF. AFC ni, dia tidak bersambung pula kan? Can you suggest to me, dari B ini bahkan, apakah vektor yang sama dengan AF? What is a vector that is the same as AF? Anybody? Vektor yang, same and selari lah. Dia selari dengan AF.
BF.
Okay.
Boy.
CD is 1. BF Tidak, bukan BF. AO bukan. Macam mana bro? Macam mana ini boleh sama dengan ini? Tidak boleh sama. It's not the same. BO. Kan? So because AF and BO is the same, dan dia adalah satu kali jalan, that's why you can get AO. Okay, the shortcut is dari A ke O. So this is a trick. Sometimes when they give you macam huruf yang tidak ngambak kan, you have to look for another vector that is parallel. Dia sama kecerunannya. Okay, CD boleh. Actually CD is correct. So Shamira and some of Sophia, kamu jawab CD tu betul. But the problem is CD dia tidak bersambung dengan B. It's not connected to B. So that's why we cannot use that CD lah. Okay, so BO is actually the same as this. Okay, sama juga OD and OF. Okay, let's start with OD. OD adalah sini. Tapi OF adalah sini. Let's start with OD. Kalau saya start di O, saya pergi D. Apakah vektor yang sama dengan OF? It will be?
OE.
OE ya. Yalah, jawapan akhirnya adalah OE lah. But the vector that is the same as OF is DE. Kan? So that's why jawapan akhirnya adalah OE. Sebab lepas kau kasih gabung, you will get OE. Okay, so dia macam mencari jalan saja. This is not very difficult mathematics. It's just macam kau mencari jalan, but you have to make sure that the jalan itu bersambung. So that you can this one. Okay, now, if you take a look at this PQ minus RQ. Apa yang saya cakap? Kalau kau nampak minus, kasih switch dan letak tambah. So what do you get? PQ plus RQ R. Saya tukar the position. And if you remember from our question just now, if the letter in the center is the same, then the resulting vector, dia punya jumlah kan, tidak payah tengok gambar raja pun, kau tahu terus dia adalah PR. Kan, kamu tahu sudah terus. PQ tambah QR, PR. Kau tip. Okay, second one. Oh, sorry. Okay, second one is QP minus QR. Same thing. When you say minus, switch it first. So QP plus RQ. Oh, tapi ini pelik sikit kan? Okay, let's look at QP. QP is here. Okay, plus RQ. RQ is here. So what is my resultant vector? Is it PR like Sibyl said? What do you think? Where does it start now? Anybody? Di mana kita punya vektor bermula? Gabungan vektor kita bermula dari mana? Okay, no, it doesn't start with Q. Look at these two. Look at these two jalan. Where is the starting point? Anak panah itu sebenarnya memberitahu kamu lah. Where is the starting point? Is it P? Is it Q? Is it R? Yeah, the starting point is R. Sebab ini dua vektor bahkan sudah kena susun bah. The starting point is R, the ending point is P. So my final answer will be RP, bukan PR. Okay, let's say kamu dapat macam ini. Okay, let me ask you this question. QP plus RQ, is it the same as RQ plus QP? Sama kan? It's the same thing. 2 tambah 3 dan 3 tambah 2 adalah benda yang sama. Okay, cuma urutan saja yang berlainan. Tapi, why is this susunan more important to us? It's more important because we make the center huruf sama. When we make the center huruf the same, therefore we can get, kita boleh terus kasih shortcut. It helps us. So don't be afraid to switch it around. Itu sebabnya tambah. Kalau tolak, susah sikit lah. But because it is tambah, it's very easy. Kau boleh tukar-tukar saja. 2 tambah 3, 3 tambah 2, kau dapat 5 juga. QP plus RQ is the same as RQ plus QP. You just switch it around. Okay, sebab dia adalah tambah. Okay, the last one, PTST. Ini pun sama. When we change this, PT plus TS. So, the short form is PS. Okay, ini pun sama. Negative QR. When we change it, PR plus RQ. Okay, tukar tanda, tukar arah. So, R di tengah bahkan. Asalkan R di tengah, you have PQ. Ini kan sebenarnya tidak payah tengok gambar aja pun kamu boleh jawab. Because kamu guna dasar huruf saja. You just use the letters to help you to answer this. Okay. Now, I need to go to this one other part lah. Kalau tidak nanti tidak cukup. Okay, let's take a look at this. So we have, oh sorry. Let's say we have vectors yang begini sudah, yang ada, yang dia tidak bagi starting point, ending point. Dia macam dia bagi begini saja. Okay. Now, what we can do with this is kita buat macam algebra biasa. Okay. Let's say this is no vector. Kalau kita buat 4p plus 3q minus p minus 2q. Kan? Apa yang kita akan buat? Kita akan gabungkan all the p bahkan. 4p minus p plus 3q. Ini minus akan jadi plus 2q. Kan? Macam algebra biasa, very normal algebra. 4p minus p, 3p. 3q plus 2q, 5q. Kan? The only difference now is dia adalah vector. Itu saja. Okay, if they give you the vector, kalau yang dari point to point, A, B plus B, C, itu lain sikit lah. But this one, they give you the size. 4 times P, 3 times Q. Okay, so if they give you the size, buat macam algebra biasa dan kasih tambah sahaja. Okay, so what I would like you to do now is I want you to answer, kita masih ada masa, so I'm going to give you 10 minutes to finish all the 8 questions. Very easy, sebab ini adalah algebra yang kita biasa sudah buat. Okay, so answer question number 1 to 8 in this exercise 8. Okay, in this exercise 8, I'm only going to give you 10 minutes to do this. So 2:25 kita balik sini, cepat-cepat jawab. Okay, and then kita akan kita akan ini. Don't forget everybody, kalau tiada nombor di depan, nombornya adalah 1. Okay, don't forget. Okay, no number in front doesn't mean there's no number. The number is 1. Alright? Okay, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Do it quickly now, please. Let me just show you the answer. Okay, so 7 over 4a, 2 over 5u. Siapa yang jawab nombor 2? McLaren. Okay, good. Okay. 3a minus 2b, negative 3x plus 5y. Nina, Sofia, macam mana kau dapat 3y? Kuang. Kan? Kamu lupa bahawa bila kamu buka kurungan dengan negatif, ini mesti tukar tanda. Okay, be very careful lah. Number 5, sorry, lambat sudah. Siapa suruh kamu dah jawapan yang salah? U plus 2V, okay, Sandra, good. Number 6, Terence, 4x plus 4y, correct. Number 7, Yesavilla, 5 over 2a minus 2b. And number 8 is 4u minus 7 over 3v. Okay, now, the most important thing, because ini adalah vector. Okay, kalau kamu tidak tulis ini cacing, okay, if you don't write this cacing thing, jawapan kamu adalah salah. Of course, in our chat, you cannot type the cacing lah, okay, I understand. Tapi, when you're doing your exercises and everything, kalau ada cacing, kalau ada point-to-point vector macam ini, make sure yang kamu tulis dia punya anak panah dan dia punya cacing. Sebab itu semua adalah apa yang kami panggil, we call this vector notation. Cara menulis vector. So you cannot simply tulis U dan V lepas tu malas lah sama tulis ni cacing ni bikin susah hidup saja. You cannot because it is a rule. Okay, you have to write it out as vector notation. Okay, so for your homework today, I have given you 3 questions to do daripada textbook juga. Okay, I've given you 3 questions to do. Also very simple questions. You can finish this today if you want, but if you don't want to finish it today, you make sure that you do it before next Monday's class. Okay, hari Isnin kita akan sambung dalam bab inilah.